guys keep pushing. You guys honestly keep pushing. Do I really have to pick one, guys? Do I really have to pick one? If you meet somebody's grace, you go jump somebody's grace. All right, if I absolutely had to keep one based on the smells, I'll have to go for
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas...
Oh, hi! Welcome to my channel. It's fragmas! I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
Welcome to Fragmas Day. In today's video, I will be choosing one fragrance per designer house. I already did this video. I did the choose one fragrance per niche house. I did ask in that video if you guys wanted me to do a designer version, and of course you all came with your comments. You all wanted me to do a designer house version or a luxury house version. You've given me the assignment and I'm here to deliver. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first designer house that I'll be talking about today is the house of Versace, and I've got from this line, I've got the Versace Yellow Diamonds, and I've also got Versace Crystal Noir. The first one to have come into my collection was actually Crystal Noir, and then at some point I got Yellow Diamonds. Yellow Diamonds is like a citrusy, floral, musky fragrance. It's got some white flowers in it. I think it's got some freesia. This has got some bergamot. It's got some lemon in it. It is a fresh floral fragrance. It is very long lasting. The projection on this fragrance is amazing. Crystal Noir is more coconutty, dark, cool, unique fragrance. This fragrance was one time my signature scent in university. Between Crystal Noir and Yellow Diamonds, go ahead and comment in the comment section which one you think I'll go for. I'm gonna give you a few seconds.
Few moments later.
Of course, it's got to be Crystal Noir. Crystal Noir is a signature scent for me, or was a signature scent for me. It is very long lasting. I know some people argue the toilette versus the perfume. I have got the perfume. I'd rather just buy the perfume of a fragrance than the toilette. Only in very rare cases will I go for the toilette over the perfume. This is not the sort of fragrance that you walk into a room and other people are going to be smelling like this. No, it's not. It's very, very unique in the scent. So yeah, Crystal Noir. Next fragrance house is Giorgio Armani. I have got Terra de Joie, and I've also sampled Aqua de Joie. Now that's a fragrance that is on my 2022 fragrance wish list.
No worry about my future. I'm going to think about my future next year.
This fragrance is more of an almondy, nutty fragrance, whilst Aqua de Joie is more like a fresh cucumber, cool fragrance. It's the sort of fragrance you wear on a hot summer day and you just want to feel very fresh. You just come out of the shower, you want something light to wear. Whilst Terra de Joie is more almondy, but at the same time I feel like it's an all year round fragrance. It doesn't lean warm to me or lean fresh to me or anything. It's just almond, subtle fragrance. Now, although I have Terra de Joie, if I could pick, if I had or when I own Aqua de Joie, if I was to pick between the two of them, without a shadow of doubt, I'll pick Aqua de Joie. That's because I do not have many fragrances in my collection that are fresh like Aqua de Joie. I don't really have anything in my collection that has got that cucumber note in it, or is that fresh, or makes me feel like, oh, I've just come out of the shower. Whereas with Terra de Joie, I've got Elisab Girl of Now, which gives me even more of an oomph. Nothing against this fragrance, but if I was just to pick between the two, I'll pick Aqua de Joie for sure. Moving on very swiftly to Dolce & Gabbana, I wanted to talk about the light blue line. From this line, I have tried the light blue Intense, the Forever, you know, the Love is Love. I've tried a couple of versions of this fragrance. The two that I have in my collection to discuss or compare today is the light blue Intense and the light blue Love is Love. This fragrance has got the note of ice cream in it. It's a cool, fresh, but at the same time creamy fragrance, whilst the Intense has just got the regular light blue DNA, you know, with that Granny Smith apple, with the freshness, with the sweetness. However, a bit more like skin scents in my opinion. They don't live up to expectation. They're both, you know, the 3-hour mark, 4-hour mark sort of fragrances. Was to pick between these two, without a shadow of doubt, I'll pick Love is Love, because Love is Love has got that unique note of ice cream. you don't find many fragrances that have that note. I think it's also got a marshmallow note in it. So it has that light blue DNA, but it's got that additional oomph with the ice cream note and with the marshmallow notes. And you can see the dent that I have put on this fragrance. So I have worn it a lot. I wore it a lot during the summer, you know, season. It's just an easy grab. This is more like a gym fragrance to me, like the sort of fragrance you wear to go to the gym or to quickly run to the shops. You know, those sort of like affordable fragrances that are easy to reach for. That's the light blue line. Keeping with the Dolce & Gabbana theme is more of the Dolce line. I have got the regular Dolce and I've also got Dolce Garden. They're both white floral fragrances. The main difference between these two is the Dolce Garden has got the additional note of coconut in it. It makes it a bit more creamy, whilst the regular Dolce is more floral. This came into my collection just at the end of summer, so I haven't used it a lot, to be honest. I haven't spent a lot of time with this fragrance. It's creamy, it's nice. I look forward to using it during the summer. This, on the other hand, has been a scent I've used since 2014. It's an oldie and goodie for me for sure. Between these two fragrances, I'll definitely go for Dolce. The reason for that is, with the Dolce, I don't know, maybe because I haven't just spent enough time with it to judge it. I just really like the regular Dolce. Maybe the excuse here is I've spent a lot of time with the regular Dolce. I've tested it, you know, a lot. And it's more floral, which is more me, whilst Dolce Garden is floral, but it's more like a coconut floral fragrance. And maybe because I have other fragrances in my collection that I go to for coconut, Dolce is not necessarily what I would first reach for if I'm looking for a coconut fragrance to spray in my collection. Doesn't take anything from this fragrance. Please bear in mind that this video is just me picking if I had to pick the two, but as you can see, I own both fragrances, so it means I like both fragrances. Just a disclaimer. The next fragrances are also still from the Dolce line. Oh my goodness, I do have a lot of Dolce & Gabbana fragrances. I've just realized I've got the only one and I've got the only one too. I won't spend a lot of time on these fragrances because I have a whole video on my channel dedicated to these two fragrances where I analyze, break them down in different categories. If you want a more in-depth review of these two fragrances, by all means watch that video. I'll try and link it up in the cards or link it in the description box. This is more like a caramel fragrance, a caramel sweet fragrance. It's very gourmand, it's very warm, it's very creamy, you know, fruity. It's like a caramel fruity fragrance, whilst the only one too is more, it's got the note of raspberry in it. This is a bit more fruity than the only one. So with the only one you get the caramel note. So this is definitely more winter, this is more summer to me, in my opinion, because this is more fruity and this is more caramelly. Between these two, I'll definitely go for the only one. That's my choice. I just like the caramel in this fragrance. I just think this is a bit more sophisticated. I don't know if they necessarily needed to go to the two version. I think they did everything they needed to do with the only one. I do like this fragrance. I find it very like comforting, very cozy. It's a really nice fragrance. Moving on to the house of Marc Jacobs, I have got Decadence and I have got Daisy Love. These two fragrances are very different, but at the same time they're from the same house. And now since I'm doing designer houses, I'm like, okay, I need to include them. This fragrance is more like a tart. I think it's got lychee in it. I have to check on rhubarb. This is a very fruity, sweet fragrance, and it's got something to it. It's got an oomph to it. Decadence has. It's a fragrance that people can smell on you. It's a compliment getter. I've told you the story of how this fragrance came into my collection, but I'll just recap very quickly. I smelled it on colleagues, two different colleagues when I worked at two different jobs, and I was just like, nah, this fragrance is good. You might not think it's good on your own, but trust me, people will smell this on your own. Daisy Love, on the other hand, is a floral fragrance. It's got the note of cloudberry in it that I haven't really seen in any other fragrance. It's fruity, it's sweet. It's a fragrance that I layered a lot with Erba Pura. It is very, very unique. It's a very unique smell. These two fragrances, if I had to get rid of one, it's a very tough one because they are two different fragrances. So can I keep both? Because they are not, this is Decadence and this is Daisy Love. And if I was comparing something, another Decadence, another version of Decadence and another version of the Daisies, then maybe I'll be able to pick. But these are two entirely different fragrances, so I can't really pick between two of them. So with this one, it will be both of them. And finally, from the house of Lancôme, I've got Idole and I've got La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. Now, the first one to come to my collection was Idole. I used to call it Idol, but loads of people call it Idol, so I guess that's the correct pronunciation. This is a compliment getter. This fragrance I think has got some peony in it. It's a fresh floral fragrance, slimmest bottle in the world. The only annoying thing about this fragrance is it can't stand on your dressing table. It needs something to support it, or you have to lay it flat, which can be a bit frustrating. But apart from that, it's a really nice fresh floral fragrance, long lasting, has got a good projection to it. It's a classy fragrance. I do really like it. Recently, loads of people recommended La Nuit Tresor to me. This is more like a floral vanilla fragrance. This is gourmand. This is a very nice vanilla type fragrance. Again, these are two different fragrances. I don't know which one I'm gonna keep. If I was comparing La Nuit Tresor à la Folie to say La Nuit Tresor, you know, one of the other La Nuit Tresors, or I was comparing Idol to another version of the Idols, then I can say, oh, I'll pick either or. But I think both fragrances are nice. They're very different. If by force I had to get rid of one, oh God, this is difficult. Honestly, you guys keep pushing. You guys honestly keep pushing. I'm going to have to spray this on a card. So I'm just going to spray La Nuit Tresor onto a card. To wait for both of them to sit. So this is La Nuit Tresor à la Folie and this is Idol. Okay, just going to wait for them. Oh God, do I really have to pick one, guys? Do I really have to pick one? So this is La Nuit, this is Idol. Crazy things are happening. If you meet somebody's grace, you go jump somebody's grace. If I absolutely had to keep one based on the smells, I'd have to go for Idol. It's just more floral, it's just more girly, it's just more me, you know. So yeah, I'll definitely keep Idol. There you have it, by force. But guys, La Nuit Tresor à la Folie is a very like, I will not get rid of it, but it's just I have to pick one for you guys. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section what your choices would be from these fragrances I have mentioned today. Also go ahead and do all of that good stuff, guys. Like, share and subscribe. Guys, please like, please share, please subscribe. And until I see you again in my next video, because I look forward to seeing you again in my next video, stay beautiful, stay blessed. Hi and bye. Yellow Diamonds is like, I can't remember the notes in Yellow Diamonds actually. And finally, from the house of Lancôme, I've got Idol and I've got definitely will go with for I can't speak. Definitely
Ways, Mary